Just another day in paradise. Covering the Golden Triangle, Hilton Head, Bluffton, and Beaufort. Your hosts, Alan Flowers, king hot local issues and taking your calls as they keep the Lowcountry entertained and informed. Listen at www.talk1radio.com and call 843-800-1492. Don't be left out in the marsh. Find your voice on the Lowcountry's finest talk radio. And now, here's Big Al.
All right. Good evening, folks. It's Friday, August 6th, and you're listening to Talk One Radio. I'm Al Flowers, joined by Max Headroom.
Yeah. I want to see how wild I can get this here. Come on, let's hear the comments, or let's see the comments flowing in.
Just call in and comment on his hair. That would be good. Jeff Zapp in the co-pilot.
The redheaded Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
In your dreams, right, Zapper? Come on. I stumped you on that one, huh?
Yeah. Bobo Brazil, maybe. I don't know. That's about it. It's a Friday. It's 80 degrees. Muggy as all get out. I don't like it like that. Chance of thunderstorms all the way through Wednesday. So, yeah.
Yeah, we've got plenty of rain, have we not?
Yes.
I mean, it's
definitely it's brutal. Not a happy camper when it comes to all that rain, that's for sure. But hey, listen, you got to roll with it, man. I mean, everybody else is suffering. My hometown of Buffalo is 84 degrees and sunny. Cleveland is 84 and sunny.
Nice.
Bluffton 79.
I'll take it.
Yeah, see, Port Royal now is trying to encourage their residents to wear a mask when they go inside of public buildings. Now, I guess I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop here in Bluffton. They seem to hit the parachute pretty quick. Yeah,
the winds changed today. Let's reverse that policy.
Right. This time, I think we ought to strengthen it by making it a criminal offense, not to wear one.
Sensibility out the window.
Yeah, boing, it's like some cartoon that you watch on Saturday morning.
Yeah. Where am I? That's crazy. It's crazy town.
It is a crazy town. But, the newspapers are doing everything they can to stoke up the panic. Once again, Chicken Little playbook is open and in operation. The Delta variant, it's all right around the corner.
There's going to be a new variant every 2 weeks. Get ready for it.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean,
like I said, I don't know how have they isolated the actual variants. What tests are they using, by the way? How reliable are they?
Right.
False negatives, false positives. What's the deal?
You
don't hear any of that. It's just 10,000 new people have been contracted with the virus today. Okay, how many hospitalized? How many dead? Right. Let's see the numbers. Want to know the demographics, age.
Yeah.
We don't know. So you got to go to.
Why is it that these people that are already had the jab, they got their shots as good little citizens, they're coming down with COVID? What's happening here? I'm telling you what, back in 1918, Spanish flu ran wild. It killed 2.7% of the whole population of the planet. And by the way, it's still out there. Spanish flu, by the way.
They all mutate. They all change over time.
Not to be confused with
the
Spanish fly or anything like that.
Spanish fly? Stay away from me.
If you get that, you'll know it.
There's my friend Max Headroom. I dropped a little Spanish fly in her drink. That was the last time I saw Max.
You got to offset it with saltpeter.
I haven't heard that one in a while. My dad would say that one. They used to put saltpeter in our
food in the Air Force.
Yeah. Okay, Dad.
Sure they did. Yeah. It didn't stop anything.
Yeah. I saw Sasquatch last night too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Bigfoot.
over there in Hampton Lakes or whatever. It's probably in the,
that's right.
rolling around.
No, I'm sorry. It was a
He's-
Loch Ness monster.
Oh, yeah.
In search of. Remember that? Leonard Nimoy?
Right. I mean, these guys had to make money somehow.
Yeah. There you go.
But I mean,
of coronavirus.
Yeah. Well, let's find it.
No.
Let's flip over some rocks.
In search of Fauci.
Yeah. Double back, double speak. Never know.
Circle back.
Listen, folks, if you want to just think about this just for a second, he is not the end all be all. Either is a CDC corporation that seems to be wagging the dog here in this country. These people are just one group. I mean,
Yeah. He's a medical doctor, but when's the last time he actually treated any patients?
yeah, it would
Seriously,
be
it's
about 50 years ago.
Relevant question, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe when he dissected a cadaver. That was the closest he's gotten. But the guy's, well, we know he's a liar. So my point is that there's other doctors, virologists, high octane, smart people
Yeah.
that are trying to talk and trying to speak about this vaccines and the COVID, the flu, the China flu, whatever you want to call it. Who cares what you call it? It's making a dent in the population, no doubt. It's not something to just shrug off, but I think we should listen to all sides of the story. And that's what I thought our politicians are paid to do. Our leadership in this country was paid to do, is listen to all the data and then make a decision, take a leadership role, and have some logic behind it. But I guess that doesn't work anymore. It's you will do what I say when I say it, or else.
The oligarchy.
We have
Totalitarian regime.
papers, please.
Papers, please, now.
Yeah.
Passport.
Why are you
papers.
sweating? These questions are not difficult.
No vaccine for you.
Your answers seem rehearsed. It's a regular, Stalag 17 scenario we got going in this country.
Yeah.
You got these people that want to control us no matter what. I mean, it's like Joe Biden's telling us in order to be good Americans, we have to get vaccinated. Joe, why don't you go sit down someplace? You're overheating again.
Whatever happened to trust but verify, right?
From our
exactly.
the real leader,
the real deal,
President Reagan.
Yeah,
not like the Bush family.
Well, it's no longer trust but verify. It's trust us. We're with Facebook, and we're here to help.
And we're gonna use all the social media to find out who the real enemies of the state are.
We're with Big Pharma, and we're here to help.
Right.
Meanwhile, they're making billions of dollars of profits.
Billions,
man. Just cha-ching.
Please don't raise your voice because I'm very temperamental. Some of us are.
If I talk like Joe Biden,
there we go.
Is that better like that?
Thank you. I can only tell you this.
Or get out
I'm
of the way.
I'm going to do this just to make. I don't want to clap. That's what these snowflakes do.
Come on, man.
These comrades get together, and please don't. Now there's a special room. We have a room upstairs where you can just watch. You can watch videos, but there's no sound.
Oh, I like that.
Just so you're.
Is the room padded? It's Friday, folks, and we're having a good time.
These people are young and dumb, and they're the future of this country. We're in deep kimchi, folks. Deep kimchi.
Well, the bad thing is I lost a good friend this week, Jennifer Aniston. She's cutting ties with all unvaccinated friends, according to a report on One America News Network. So, hey.
That falls into the who cares category for me. Never thought much about her. I mean, but the claim to fame was what? Friends?
Friends, yep.
I mean, that's a little bit over the hill and far away.
That's,
Let's who?
94 to, 2004, something like that. It was like 10 years ago.
This is
I just threw that out there.
this is crazy train, man, because we got people that are like hanging on the words of Hollywood,
Yeah.
actors and comedians.
Well, you bring up a valid point. You got these people that, it's okay for them to say whatever the
Hell they want.
yeah,
right?
what they want.
Right.
But virologists and immunologists and medical doctors and nurse
Sure.
practitioners, those that maybe question the state,
Right.
they're pigeonholed, just like us, the patriots.
Oh, yeah.
Don't pay any attention to those guys. They're crazy wackadoodles, lepers,
Yeah.
That's how,
Extremists.
you debunk conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
Don't listen to them.
Like
Right?
that.
Isn't that true?
I like that Joe Biden thing
yeah,
that
it's
you're
scary.
using these days.
I don't want to scare anybody out
You're
there.
scaring me a little bit.
Scary.
We're the
Well, I
only
got the Max Headroom hair, man, and I shaved my little stashola off, and
I saw that.
yeah. Oh, well, thanks for noticing. Yeah, there wasn't much to miss, right? I wish I could grow one of those handlebar with the wax it up. And
well, you gotta wait.
Hey, Professor,
you're gonna stick with it, man. Stick with it.
I'm fighting with my glasses. Fun Friday, yeah. So what do we got going on tonight? We got some guests coming.
Yeah,
coming
we do.
In tonight?
We have strike teams coming back in. They're always welcome here. Number one, and they're always nice to have. If you don't know what they are, they're a Savannah-based veterans group that does direct intercessions on PTSD vets, from combat vets, regular vets, and any and all veterans that are suffering from deep depression, want to hurt themselves or others. They intercede on the behalf. And because they've been there and done that,
right,
they're able to find a common thread of communication with those that are might not be thinking straight at the time, and their kind words resonate, and they normally get the person either calmed back down and then gently direct them to where they can get professional help. But it's a small group of people that is getting bigger and bigger. More people are joining, but they certainly could use your help. So they're all going to be joining us at 7:30 tonight. Melinda or Ed Griffin and Ray Rodriguez will be in to discuss what they have going as a group. Please go to strike, STRYKE team.org and give freely if you're so moved. We support them on a pretty regular basis by not only giving airtime to them, but we've donated to them as a unit here. So there's a lot of great organizations around. I wish they could somehow have a clearinghouse of people,
right,
where they could just share resources, share ideas, and come together for a brief moment to, get farther faster. I'm sure there's somebody's thinking about that. But other than that, we're looking forward to that. That'll be right after the first break, hopefully. They'll be in studio, so we got to get them all set up. We'll take our time during the break. Open carry in South Carolina starts August 15th. Folks, please be careful and use your head. If you're going to be strapping on the iron for all to see, make sure it's a level 2 or 3 holster, so somebody can't just walk up and pull it right out of the holster and either use it or take it. So be careful. That draws some unwanted attention. If you ask me, I mean, I don't know why people would choose to do that, but that's their freedom and they can do what they like. I mean, they have open carry in Georgia.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
I mean, it kind of shocked me the one time I was in Sam's over there in Polar. Guy walks by me. He's got a 1911 strapped to his hip. I'm like, whoa. His kid's all.
You have cowboy boots on?
No, he wasn't in any kind of police garb or didn't even look undercover or something. I don't know. I was like, whoa. And I said something.
Doesn't bother
me.
Us,
I mean,
but the people that are fearful of a pistol or a weapon, man, scares the living one out of them.
Yeah, it sure does. It sure does.
He's a sidearm strapped to his waist.
Oh, yeah.
What else is going on over there?
I don't know. Can you close that door, please?
Yeah, sure can. I'll be back in 2 and 2.
Thanks. 2 and 2.
Chuck Woolery.
Yeah. All right. We covered that. Get a trainer if you're going to carry, you need to get training anyway. Jack Switzer's a good guy to go to up in Ridgeland. He runs a pretty good shop up there. If you want to get trained up, he's got a lot of experience. He's got a place for you to shoot. So just go. You have to get training to get your CWP anyway, but, I'm sure he'll be covering open carry also. Oh, let me see here. What else was I going to yap about? The Kansas City Chiefs. Here's another. Here we go. This is why I'm not watching the NFL. I could care less about pro sports aside from hockey. The Kansas City Chiefs are now going to change their name.
Oh, no.
Because of the woke warriors that are...
here it comes.
Is going to be going on. They're champion. I don't even know what the name of the team is going to be. Let's hope it's not the Kansas City Football Club or some goofy like they did with Washington. What do they call them?
I don't know.
Washington football team or something idiotic. That's it.
Sports
for me.
has dropped like to the low. I mean, yeah. I haven't paid attention to what is it? Is Olympics still on or is it done? I don't know.
I don't know.
I honestly don't care.
I don't really care.
I could not care less about any sports right now.
Yeah.
There's this couple things, you know what I care about, but anyway, I don't want to sidetrack you. So Kansas City.
Yeah.
Kansas City barbecue.
Kansas.
That's good barbecue there.
Kansas City barbecue.
Kansas City ribs.
So they have the BBQ on their helmet.
Yeah.
I like
that. Makes sense. It's good. Yeah. Hey, it's a great PR for Kansas City. Yeah.
Hey, let's throw that in.
Juicy meat. Little barbecue. It's what's for dinner.
I like this one. The families of those that lost their lives in 9/11. They asked Joe Biden to stay home. Please skip the memorial services in New York. God bless you. Thank you for that. And no need to have a distraction like that, big dope. Yeah. He'll probably make some type of political statement about it. They deserved it or something like that.
His popularity is dropping like the bomb on Hiroshima. It's going down quick. And he's not going to get any higher. He's just going to keep going down. Well, people finally are figuring out they've been lied to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the old, the Democrats are finding out that this House of Cards or,
she's like down in the dirt.
Well, I mean, she is at the place where she deserves to be.
She had just like some management meeting with or dinner somewhere. I thought I read. Didn't she have to like get together with her cabal to talk about how she can recover from this popularity?
Yeah, well,
lack thereof.
Yeah.
Didn't she? I saw that somewhere.
I don't. Anything that she says, I don't listen to. Same with Joe, because Joe is reading off. Somebody is putting things in front of him. He doesn't have an independent thought in his head. I mean, everybody knows this. I mean, you can just watch him. He's like reading, and then he loses his place.
Whoever's whispering in his ear.
Yeah, and then he goes, "I'm
Susan
not
Rice
kidding. I'm not kidding."
One of them. It's one of them. Yeah, they're like across the street, aren't they? Hey, Joe, it's
Joe.
It's B.O. again. How you doing, buddy?
It's Barry.
It's Barry. We're fired up. We're ornery tonight.
What are you doing?
What's wrong with him?
What is wrong?
Put him up in the upper padded room.
That's it. Get Brad's VO padded room here. Hey, I see that Biden, he continues to put, just top shelf people for these cabinet posts. Like to run the ATF, they got this David Chipman guy. I thank you very much for that question, Senator. Thank you for that question. I mean, these people are coached. If somebody says to me one more time, thank you for that question, like if the police officer comes to my window as he stops me and asks me, how fast were you going? I'm going to say, thanks a lot for that question, officer. I normally don't speed, but I have to go to the bathroom. Well, whatever, you get the point. David Chipman, this kid, bad news all the way. He is right out of the, what is that anti-gun person out in Arizona that she got shot or Brady stuff. I don't know. I forget what the deal is. I forget the name of the organization, but he has been a lobbyist, anti-gunner since he retired from the ATF, and he's still a fairly young guy. But he is just a narcissistic egomaniac, and he cannot wait to take away what he considers, and he can't even give you a definition of, an assault weapon. I don't even know what that is, assault weapons. I mean, it sounds great. It's a black rifle. I mean, it's okay. Yeah. It's a rifle. It's a rifle. It's it can be used for target, recreation shooting, competition shooting, hunting. Idiots don't know that. But here's this Chipman guy. Let me just make a point here. He went on Chinese TV to stump over there and encourage the people of China that watched the program, which I'm sure they had to, or else, talking about how the gun rights in America are wrong. They should be taken away from people. I mean, this guy was just, propaganda times 10. He was a 10Xer for those idiots over there. So, this guy does not have the Constitution, Bill of Rights, or anything else involved in his thinking. But what he says is not going to flourish. Because you know what? Nobody's turning their weapons in.
Yep.
How about them apples? Now what?
Put that in your pipe.
Yeah, now what? What are you going to do when there's, 700 million weapons in the country? What are you going to do? You don't have enough cops. Half of them are not even on the force or quitting. You're going to have to bring in your blue helmeted buddies from all over the world.
The UN.
Yeah. What are you going to do when you get pulled over by, some Romanian police officers and
peoples?
Yeah, and they drag you out of the car and slap you around a little bit.
Yeah.
What are you going to say? You can't do that?
Is there a Publix nearby?
Right.
It's funny.
Well, I met my friend, my acquaintance, Paul Richardson today. He gave me a couple books, which I thought were kind of interesting.
Well, good.
I mean, we'll see.
You're studying
I'm not going to study them. I'm going to check them out. I was looking at them, just skimming through them. They are definitely out there, but there's stuff to be said for all information gathered. You got to make your own mind up. Whatever you're reading, whatever you're hearing, it's just like people that listen to this show. I'm sure some don't listen because they don't agree with us.
Sure.
But if you don't agree with us, I encourage you to call us at 1-843-800-1492 to engage us. I mean, at least
try to engage us before you call us a bunch of
before you call me all
wackadoodles
names.
Yeah.
I mean,
or just call him names, not me. I'm just teasing you. You know that.
I know that.
I just wanted to make sure.
Don't get
People
me
are
started.
like, what is wrong with these two tonight? Huh?
Don't get me started. I'm going to change my name. I don't know. I may have be.
Oh boy.
I figure with the name like Alan Flowers, I'm safe. I don't know.
You're good. Yeah, you're golden.
Good. Yeah. Nothing wrong with flowers these days. New York Times advised its staff not to look into the COVID origins because it would piss off the Chinese investors in their newspaper.
Oh,
yeah. Well, I don't know if you've ever heard of this newspaper, folks. It's called China Today. It's all over the United States. It's supported by corporations throughout this country that do business with the Chinese. They buy large blocks of advertising with China Today. And China Today uses that newspaper, and you can buy it in any major metropolitan city on the street. I think it's $1 or something like that. That's not the point. They don't care about the money, about buying. They'd rather give it away. But they use it as a propaganda tool. And it's right in this country. It's printed right here. That's the freedom that, we allow other countries to come in here and bad rap our own country. Isn't that funny? But we want to try to sell the notion that there's a racist behind every tree.
Well, that's part of the Marxist strategy, right?
Oh, yeah.
To divide us.
Yeah.
So, the Chinese have been at war as the CCP. The Chinese Communist Party has been at war with us really since 99, 2000.
Right, sure.
Some people are just waking up to that fact.
Yeah.
They're smart. They're ferocious, man. And economically, I mean, they steal our patents, our technology. They're on top of us, man.
They reverse engineer everything that we have. All our airplanes that look like our airplanes. I mean, it doesn't take a genius here to figure it out.
Pharmaceuticals made over there. I mean, right. You name it. All electronics. I mean, that's the issue. And
then, just like these semiconductors.
Yeah.
They got all the what is it? What do they call those minerals?
Rare earth
minerals. Yeah.
Yeah. And Biden wants to, just give them a green light. We're going to have this infrastructure and green energy deal and everything, and we'll just give them a green light, but we'll shut down the Keystone pipeline and everything like that. That'll be
but
good.
We'll keep the Nord 2A open.
Yeah, why not?
He signed. Oh, and Biden signs that to placate his buddy, the Russian over there, Putin, who's laughing. He must think that this is.
I'm loving it.
He's loving it, just like Mickey D's.
Yeah,
I'm loving it, man.
That's right. Yeah.
He doesn't have to do anything. Joe does everything for him.
Joe's got friends in China and Ukraine.
Yeah, I don't think he's persona. I think he's persona non grata in Ukraine these days. After that whole thing blew up in the Burisma face. And all the dealings, especially when he signed this Nord agreement with the Soviets, he gave the nod and a wink to them.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, that pipeline's going to go around the Ukraine. So guess what? Those people are not going to be able to get their gas and oil out of that pipeline in Ukraine. So how about that? I mean, I'm not talking about this is a country the size of Rhode Island. This is like a country the size, almost 1.5 times the size of the United States, folks. You got a lot of people that live there. A lot of people are counting on that gas and oil to, number one, stay warm, keep their factories working, keep their tractors working, keep food on the table. You get my drift. It's almost Stalin-esque that, Putin is moving that pipeline around the Ukraine. It is, and Joe Biden's part of that. So if anything awful happens to these Ukrainians, you can just send a little love letter to Joe and say, thanks so much for destroying these people. But the Keystone Pipeline, he was satisfied with just destroying about 100,000 jobs with a stroke of a pen.
Yeah.
That's what Chucky Schumer told him. Just get that pen out and stroke, stroke, stroke. Joe, don't tease him. Don't make him mad. He'll get out. He'll send another flurry of executive orders out.
I don't think there's ever been a point in our history that within 6 months we've seen such a decline in so many different areas.
Right.
It's terrible.
It is brutal.
Really sad.
All right. When we come back, we're going to be, I guess we got Ed Griffin here today. Ray is stuck in traffic, but he can join us as we get going. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors. You've been listening to Talk One Radio.
Attention active military, exiting military, veterans, police, firefighters, and EMTs. Do you have a business idea but need a little help getting it off the ground? Well, the Don Ryan Center for Innovation in Bluffton can help. Their Heroes program provides experienced guidance from mentors and business professionals to help launch and grow your business. Contact Brad Barnett, Heroes Program Director, at 843-540-7039 or visit their website at donryancenter.com.
Vineyard Assisted Living is a nurturing community with customized care, programming, and amenities that aim to engage and inspire. At Vineyard, we don't just care for you, we care about you, which is why we personalize our programming and care levels to each resident's passions and needs, stimulating mind, body, and soul. Find out more about how you or your loved one can thrive at Vineyard. Email info@vineyardbluffton.com or call 843-612-0700.
Looking for a barbershop with a traditional feel? Well, look no further. Joe's Classic Cuts Barbershop is the Low Country's place to receive a top quality haircut or straight razor shave. You'll enjoy a family environment where everyone is welcomed and the refreshments are on the house. Joe's is located at 23 Johnston Way in Bluffton and open 7 days a week. For old school service and quality, makes Joe's Classic Cuts Barbershop your go-to place for the finest haircut and shave in the Low Country. Call 843-757-5637 or visit www.joesclassiccuts.com today for your next appointment.
No time for fitness? Unsure of what to do when you walk into the gym? The eFit Club uses eGym and Matrix technology combined with personal training to easily guide you through your workout. It's the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to improve your health. The eFit Club is suitable for all adults, and our members are reporting amazing results. The eFit Club is located in Bluffton at the Belfair Town Village Shopping Center. Mention Alan or Roman of Talk One Radio, and you'll receive a special discounted membership. It's your time to get fit. Change your fitness, change your life.
The Epoch Times is dedicated to truthful reporting, free from any influence of government, corporation, or political party. Now, radio listeners can receive an introductory 1-month subscription to the Epoch Times weekly newspaper, as well as unlimited access to its website, all for $1. Visit readepoch.com to subscribe online or call the Epoch Times at 917-905-2080 to subscribe by phone. That's 917-905-2080.
Vineyard Memory Care Community assists those with memory loss to thrive through wellness-enhanced programs promoting independence and mobility while receiving the care and support they need. At Vineyard, we don't just care for you, we care about you and enhance the quality of life for individuals with dementia while providing their loved ones peace of mind. Find out more about how your loved one can thrive at Vineyard. Email info@vineyardbluffton.com. Call today, 843-612-0700.
The Epoch Times is dedicated to truthful reporting, free from any influence of government, corporation, or political party. Now, radio listeners can receive an introductory 1-month subscription to the Epoch Times weekly newspaper, as well as unlimited access to its website, all for $1. Visit readepoch.com to subscribe online or call the Epoch Times at 917-905-2080 to subscribe by phone. That's 917-905-2080.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, welcome back. You're listening to Talk One Radio. I'm Al Flowers, joined by Jeff Zapp, also known as Max Headroom, today with that hairdo.
Yeah.
And we're joined right now by Strike Team, straight out of Savannah for us. Fought the traffic on I-95 to get here. Big Ray made it through. I don't know how, but did a hell of a job. Ray Rodriguez is the administrative, what are you, the admin?
I'm the admin and the treasurer.
Yeah, nice. And we're joined by Ed Griffin. And what's your position, Ed?
I'm actually the director. I'm not sure exactly how that happened, but that's what they keep telling me.
Okay. Well, then you're the head honcho, it seems like tonight.
That's what they keep saying sometimes.
And I want to thank you publicly for stopping by. You brought some gifts for us, and we can't be happier
Thank you. Yes.
about that. It's pretty sweet of you to do that. So what's been happening? I know we had a great visit a couple months ago with the other team, part of the team.
Yes.
And man, we really enjoyed that time with who was
Kenny and Julie.
Yeah.
They had a lot of fun. It
A
was
lot
great
of
to have them
fun
here in the
and
studio.
right down brass tacking it. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of sometimes you run into these nonprofit organizations that people are, you know, polished up. They got all these fancy words, but what I dug about you guys was that you're right down to brass tacks.
Oh, yeah.
Where the rubber meets the road is where you
Right,
guys exist.
right,
And
yes.
that means a lot to me, and it should mean a lot to everybody that's listening right now. If you want to learn more about the Strike Team, go to striketeam.org. It's STRYKE team.org. Listen, it's a beautiful organization to donate to. So please, if you feel it, give it, please. What's been happening, guys? What's news?
Well, right now we've been getting ready for our September 4th dedication at Harley Davidson down there in Savannah, Georgia.
Okay.
We're doing a parking lot dedication for a fallen Marine, and his name is Kyle Bowersox. His parents are actually members of the Strike Team also.
Nice.
Gold Star family.
Right.
And they we're doing a memorial kind of ride leading in beforehand, and then the dedication for the parking lot space there. And you know, we're just trying to make sure that everybody can be remembered in some way, no matter what happened to cause them to pass away. We're also going to be doing a White Star dedication, which are service members who fell for suicide, instead of the Gold Star for like they fell for if they died while still on duty or in. Yeah, it's going to be one of those days, I see. If they fall in the line of duty, then the family is a Gold Star family.
Right.
Well, if it's from suicide, then they actually become a White Star family.
And that's something you're doing?
We're doing that
Yes.
also. So that way, service members can still be recognized for, you know, their life.
Right.
Because, you know, there's always something that may cause these things, and that's what we're trying to do is help prevent service members from succumbing to the suicide and the 22 a day, which, yes, we know is actually more in the 30s, but the 22 kind of falls under a nice round number for a lot of the things that we're trying to do, like where guys are doing push-ups or they're doing the hikes or what have you. We're also doing in September 22 minutes for 22 vets, and that is going to be on August 22nd. And we're going to be doing a ride from Savannah down to Glenville Memorial Cemetery. And we're going to have everybody doing a 22-minute moment of silence. Just to, you know, wander around. If you have any fellow comrades there, just, you know, kind of take in everything that's going on. We actually, a real good friend of mine, he has a soldier that he served with in Fort Stewart that passed away from suicide.
Wow.
And his marker is there. and we're doing a ride from Jacob Grant Community Center in Richmond Hill. We're going to be leading down there. The 660 VFW riders are going to be leading it for us. They're going to take us down there. We're all going to gather together. We have people from all over the area that's going to be meeting us up there. We also have several different organizations throughout the country that are going to be doing it, live streaming it everywhere from California. I think there's one in Florida. I know I'm going to screw this up. There's a couple others that are going to be attending to. They're going to live stream it, everything through Facebook and all that.
Beautiful.
And we're, anybody else who wants to do it, you can just go to your local veteran cemetery and be able to, just do the 22 minutes for 22 vests hashtag. And they would be able to, help with that. Mainly is promoting awareness to also remember service members who have fallen.
Right
and then afterwards, we're going to ride back into Savannah to 660 to their
post.
There we go.
Yes.
Man, this is going to be one of those days.
Yeah, you're all right. You're doing fine.
And so we're going to meet there. There's actually, let's see. No, I know. Going to have live music, food, and everything there. There's actually a band that's going to be attending. Well, some of the members are. He is also a combat veteran. I can't remember the name of it, and I'm trying to see. Blackbird Anthem. There it is. He's trying to get some of the other members to show up too, but they just came off touring. So at least him coming, he'll do it acoustic. If not, they can get the band. Most of the band members, they're going to attend to it also.
Nice.
We're going to have raffles from 660. Is going to be doing raffles and stuff like that. We'll be doing some raffles. Just trying to, help bring in some donations for everybody involved and also help fund to get more of the word out for next year. So as
you get law enforcement involved in this.
We're trying. I'm not 100% if it has gone through yet or not. We are trying to get some police escorts through, because we're going to be traveling from our route personally is going to be through Savannah down through Richmond Hill to Hinesville, down to Glenville, and then back up. But it's going to be later in the evening. It'll be like 5:30 in the afternoon. We're going out, so it'd be more. Mainly, we did that because of Georgia heat,
Right.
So, but we're just trying to, try to get as much attendance we can. If you're not on a motorcycle, you want to come down in your regular car, that's fine. We're just trying to get as much of a showing as we can to
Jeff's
just pass the word out.
Jeff's a Harley rider. He's
Yeah, I am. I may be there.
I don't know, maybe I'll borrow
I'm
a
looking
can.
at
I'll get a
Facebook
can.
page and everything. Yeah, I'm checking out. I'm sorry, I was daydreaming about it. Like,
What a welcome to have you.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Maybe I'll get a Can-Am and come down there.
Hey, you can
There
bring
you
your
go.
car down. That way, at least if anything, you set the AC on the way down there. So.
There you go. I like that a little bit already.
But yeah, we're just, like I said, we're trying to get as much involvement in the community
Sure.
and basically in just the low country area overall.
Right.
Because I mean, let's be honest, that little strip of water doesn't really separate Carolina from Georgia at all.
That's
That's
it.
true. Right.
We
Yeah,
we
very
overlap so much in every way.
We're washing each other's hand half the time.
Yeah, that's definitely true there.
So
But we're just also we're trying to become part of the Savannah Veterans Council. Hopefully we'll get voted in on their next meeting.
beautiful.
So we're trying to get incorporated with that. We're attending all of those fun events, making all the connections, trying to get the word out and trying to help other people. And when other organizations are needing a hand, we try to volunteer with them. And all we ask in return is if we need a hand, they come volunteer with us.
Right on.
We're helping still field calls for like crisis calls with servicemen or veterans. If they're having problems from other organizations, they'll get in contact with us. They're like, hey, we don't have anybody. Can you get somebody there? It's like, yeah, we got you.
Nice.
And we have a couple other things that we're trying to in the works for that's kind of still up in the air to try to help more community based, but it's not planned in, concrete yet on that one. So,
Right. Yeah.
so, but let's see what you got. Anything else? I'm kind of stalling out right.
Okay. I got your six. All
right.
Yeah, we're working also on the corporate proposals. Our as you know, our main mission is suicide awareness. Do better. That's our main mission right now.
Right.
Our intent is to working on two proposals. As a matter of fact, see we can get strike team, resource center,
Beautiful
office space, whatever we can get, a couple of computers so the veterans can come and see us, fill in their VA claims. We can help them out, fill out their resume once they get out of the Army. Anything that the veteran needs, we want to do that. We want to be there for them. Veterans taking care of veterans. That's our main mission here.
Right on.
And we're working on that proposal as well. So we're working on it. Hopefully, hope it goes through. Don't say half a big building, just an office space, couple of computers to start with, and we'd be more than happy we can get that.
Yeah, right on. Right on.
And also, just not trying to exclude it. We're both former Army, so the Marines are welcome too. I know they're in the area, and we also have. We're starting to actually branch out now. I think we have one of every branch now.
We have Navy, Coast Guard, Marine Corps.
Army. I think no, we don't have an Air Force yet, do we?
No, we don't have an Air Force.
We got actually one of our members actually we're going to transferring to the Air Force from the Marines.
Nice.
So he would be our only one if we do get him. But we're starting to spread out. So people that are starting to get ready to transition out, get in touch with us because we've all walked that line. We've had to figure out, I got to get a job now and I got to get my VA signed up.
Yeah, it's. I'm a Vietnam veteran myself. I did 2 combat tours in Vietnam as an infantryman.
Wow.
My first tour was at 17 years old. My second, I was 19. So after 10 years active duty, I got out, joined the reserve back home. In 91, I went to Kuwait. Came back home. 2004, 2005, I went to Iraq as well for 14 months. So I've been in the 60s, in the 90s, and the 20th. All 3 conflicts. So,
you were in the Army?
Yes, sir.
Where'd you serve in Vietnam?
1st Infantry Division.
Oh, up north?
Pleiku.
Oh, okay.
I'm by Monsha Mountain up north.
Yeah. My brother was in the 25th over there in Tin Inn.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was in during that time, but I was in the country, so
okay.
I was in the Air Force anyway.
You guys take it down and bring us back home anyway. That was called the Freedom Flight, in other words. Yeah. It was 250 years. For the government to recognize us as veterans from Vietnam.
Exactly.
We went through a lot of things coming back home. You know, we were called so many names. You all know about it. You know the history. But we're here. We're still a veteran. So
right on.
I'm still I'm retired from the civil service as well.
Yeah, good.
I was a deputy director, DPTMS back home. So still serving veterans. That's my main goal. And my son is in the Army as well. So
beautiful.
So like I said,
I served both in the Air Force and the Army. Army Guard. I wanted to fly helicopters, so I went in the Army, but for a couple. And then I had to go to the federal government work. So I couldn't fool around flying helicopters. I had to go make the long money because I had a family. You know how that goes. You got to do everything for your family. But it's always nice to have fellow veterans that are taking time out of their life to help other veterans. It makes a great difference. It just tells me we don't need the government. We can, we do need the government to just keep their hand on the machine. We don't need their hands in the machine.
That's correct.
Because once that happens, then you get all kinds of red tape. And
that's correct. Yeah,
we know how to get around things that need to be done. I'm sure you've been around long enough already. How to finagle. So
it's like I say, you're not alone.
Right.
Normally, that's what we. After a meeting, I go and say, "You're not alone. We're here with you."
Right
so
on.
everybody, okay, we're not alone. Okay, let's make it happen. Let's go out there and help the veterans out. It's. I think it's our duty to do that. Just like Ed said, we've been there, we've done that. So new generation coming up, it's we got to mentor those guys. You know,
Yeah,
make sure they get what they deserve, all the benefits they deserve as well.
Right.
So
Well,
Well,
see,
and-
and what happens is something that people don't think about, and you certainly don't hear about it today, is that veterans help other veterans across the board. It's not a
Absolutely.
racial thing at all.
absolutely,
It's I mean, if you raised your right hand and took the oath, you're in the club, and you get the same treatment that anybody else gets.
that's correct. Yes.
So I
Yeah,
mean,
we're all the same shade of green.
that's it. Damn
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
You know,
You
when they peel your hair off, you're all cue balls. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, in basic training, boot camp, whatever you want to call it, you know, you're nothing but a green wing.
That's right. That's right. We're
You
all
know,
veterans.
it doesn't matter
We're
who
all
you are,
veterans.
short, tall, fat, thin, black, white, doesn't matter, brown, yellow, it doesn't matter.
That's right.
And that's the beauty of being in the fraternity
Yeah.
to me. And that's why we have to join arms. That's why you're always welcome here.
Thank you.
Whatever
Appreciate it.
you need, if we can provide it for you, we will.
Thank you.
I mean, that's how it is.
We're trying to make things better for our veterans.
Yes.
I mean, it's uphill, but we're putting a little bit, our little bit of sand in there to make it build up the block.
Sure.
Keep on building up the block. So
Right.
It's like I always like to tell people, it's like, if we don't help each other, who will?
Exactly
That's
right.
right, yeah.
Exactly right.
Because nobody, everybody's like, oh, somebody else will get them. It's like, well, you know what? We'll be that somebody else. It's like, just will. And who better to take advice from somebody else than somebody else who's already been there, who's, we've worn the same green, whatever shade it might be that year. But,
Right.
and most new vets are more likely to talk to one of us that might have, granted, I don't think of myself as that old anymore, but now it's like, well, hell, I'm older than most of the guys that are retiring now. So it's like, well, geez, when did that happen? But
It happens.
no,
yeah.
I had to go on the post for a service call one day, and I'm sitting there looking at all the guys that are running around doing the classes as instructors. And I'm like, these guys are all my age. Like, oh crap, I got old and didn't realize it. And I'm looking at all the guys in uniform, like, why do they let all these kids in here? Like, oh, yep, it's hit that point.
Yeah, I wanted to go for deployment before retiring from the Army. I submitted all my documents. The regulation says exception to policy or waiver and all that good stuff. So
Yeah.
send it up to headquarters. They call one day. Samuel Rodriguez. Hey, Samuel. Yeah. Well, we just got your paperwork. Okay, fine. Yeah. Based on the regulation, you're non-deployable because you'll be turning 60 years old in the next 180 days. Okay. Well, we're sending troops downrange. No experience at all. We got the experience. Look, they need to get the experience themselves. Okay, I got you. So what do you do for hobby? Well, I like to ride my motorcycle and go down the range, shoot my guns and so forth. They will, keep on riding. Be safe out there. You've done your part. Go home, enjoy your life, enjoy your family. Keep those guys on prayer. Okay, that's what else I can do, So,
There you go.
but we're still here doing that.
Yeah,
we're still
right
doing that.
on. Right on. You guys have trained counselors yet?
Well, we're actually we're going through and doing an online training course for all members,
Right.
whether you're a responder or not. So that way, even if you're out and about or you're talking to somebody, you might be able to notice the signs and everything so that you can do it. We actually provide that for the members. It comes out of the overall funds of the organization. So it doesn't cost the members anything. And my wife actually is trying to go take this class, which is a few-day class. I think it's a few days or a week.
It's about a
something
week.
like that.
About a week.
And she would actually be certified to be the trainer for classes in person. So we could actually do the classes and invite people in, or even if they wanted to make a small donation, so she could give these classes to people and get even more people. Because if they beat it to death in us when we were in, especially towards the end of the time that I was in, because I got out in 12, they were always beating it back, suicide, and it's like, you're about to make everybody want to do it because we're tired of being in these stupid classes and death by PowerPoint all day long.
Oh yeah.
And it's not got any better since my time that I got out. And now it's like, okay, it is a problem, but a lot of your civilians don't understand the dark humor that we have. Like my wife always gets on me about it, and my daughter somehow got my dark humor, and she's always like, she's got a problem. Like, no, she's got a humor like, 3 combat tour Vietnam vet that just doesn't care anymore. And she's been around me too much. She's like, well, that's a problem. I was like, no, that's just how she handles everything. She's still a happy-go-lucky kid most of the time. She just likes having dark humor. But, it's civilians, they don't understand that we make those messed up jokes all the time. And that's just funny to us,
Right.
and so we can kind of sift through the BS to figure this out. And then, kind of like, okay, yeah, they do have a problem, or like, hey, do you need to talk about something, so on and so forth. And, and so she's trying to get that started up, and we're all getting, all of us are up. The first group that came on, about everybody's done. I think we still have a few stragglers, and I'm one of them because I just haven't got around to finishing it up yet.
Got about four.
Yeah. So, we're trying to get all this done, and then on top of that, we're still getting some new members in. And so when the next go around, we'll get the classes set up for them. So, but it is mandatory that everybody has this counseling, whether you're going to actually interact with people on site or not.
You never know when that'll come up.
No, and that's the thing. I mean, the suicide rate for children of veterans is just as high, if not higher, than for veterans. And they have not figured out a correlation of why, but it's a fact. And then if you mix in the actual statistic for female veterans, it makes the male veterans look like we're completely okay. Theirs is
off the charts.
Yeah, it's
about 80%.
Yeah,
on the female veterans.
Wow,
and
that's sad.
And I know you always heard about it a lot, but there's things with the sexual assault and stuff like that, because a lot of it would get swept under the rug.
Sure.
Or, oh, you're just saying that because you hate them or what have you. And I'm not saying that happened a lot, but there are those onesies and twosies are enough that it sways the population. And then they have to, kind of sift through and figure out, okay, what's going on. And they carry a lot of that back. And then, if you ever go to the VA and you see a female sitting there, first thing they're like, oh, are you here with your husband? And you're like, no, I'm the veteran. No, seriously, like, is your husband in there? It's like, no, I'm the veteran.
Right.
We serve too. This is 2000 something, it's not 1930.
Yeah.
And that's a lot. There's always that stigma for them, and they're always having to fight that. I don't know about ever since I moved to Savannah, I got here, and when I started going to the VA, because I was still living in Florida when I first took my job up here. So I was going to the same VA I've been going to for a while. And so I don't know how it was set up, but like when I lived out in Wyoming, they actually had a whole separate wing that just was for female veterans. They didn't even have to, they were the only ones allowed in there. If there was a guy walking in, they were like, sir, you need to go out there. That's your section out there. And I thought they did a lot better job of separating it instead of, kind of co-mingling, just because that way they didn't have to deal with that stigma and
stress.
everything else.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
But I mean, you still had the ones and twosies that you had to go see over there. But I mean, I saw it too, where guys, a nurse would walk up and say something to a female veteran, and they're like, no, I'm the one that did it. I'm waiting on my doctor's appointment. And they're like, oh,
jeez.
Yeah,
Hey, can you guys stick around for a little bit?
Sure.
We got to take a break, but
sure.
We come back, folks. I invite you to get on the phone and call 1-843-800-1492. Ed Griffin and Ray Rodriguez will be more than happy to answer your questions about Strike Team and what they've been doing. And if you have any questions, or if you're suffering right now, it'd be a good time to make a connection. So we'll be right back. You're listening to Talk One Radio.
Attention active military, exiting military, veterans, police, firefighters, and EMTs. Do you have a business idea but need a little help getting it off the ground? Well, the Don Ryan Center for Innovation in Bluffton can help. Their Heroes program provides experienced guidance from mentors and business professionals to help launch and grow your business. Contact Brad Barnett, Heroes Program Director, at 843-540-7039 or visit their website at donryancenter.com.
Vineyard Assisted Living is a nurturing community with customized care, programming, and amenities that aim to engage and inspire. At Vineyard, we don't just care for you, we care about you, which is why we personalize our programming and care levels to each resident's passions and needs, stimulating mind, body, and soul. Find out more about how you or your loved one can thrive at Vineyard. Email info@vineyardbluffton.com or call 843-612-0700.
Looking for a barbershop with a traditional feel? Well, look no further. Joe's Classic Cuts Barbershop is the Low Country's place to receive a top quality haircut or straight razor shave. You'll enjoy a family environment where everyone is welcomed and the refreshments are on the house. Joe's is located at 23 Johnston Way in Bluffton and open 7 days a week. For old school service and quality, makes Joe's Classic Cuts Barbershop your go-to place for the finest haircut and shave in the Low Country. Call 843-757-5637 or visit www.joesclassiccuts.com today for your next appointment.
No time for fitness? Unsure of what to do when you walk into the gym? The eFit Club uses eGym and Matrix technology combined with personal training to easily guide you through your workout. It's the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to improve your health. The eFit Club is suitable for all adults, and our members are reporting amazing results. The eFit Club is located in Bluffton at the Belfair Town Village Shopping Center. Mention Alan or Roman of Talk One Radio, and you'll receive a special discounted membership. It's your time to get fit. Change your fitness, change your life.
The Epoch Times is dedicated to truthful reporting, free from any influence of government, corporation, or political party. Now, radio listeners can receive an introductory 1-month subscription to the Epoch Times weekly newspaper, as well as unlimited access to its website, all for $1. Visit readepoch.com to subscribe online or call the Epoch Times at 917-905-2080 to subscribe by phone. That's 917-905-2080.
Vineyard Memory Care Community assists those with memory loss to thrive through wellness-enhanced programs promoting independence and mobility while receiving the care and support they need. At Vineyard, we don't just care for you, we care about you and enhance the quality of life for individuals with dementia while providing their loved ones peace of mind. Find out more about how your loved one can thrive at Vineyard. Email info@vineyardbluffton.com. Call today, 843-612-0700.
The Epoch Times is dedicated to truthful reporting, free from any influence of government, corporation, or political party. Now, radio listeners can receive an introductory 1-month subscription to the Epoch Times weekly newspaper, as well as unlimited access to its website, all for $1. Visit readepoch.com to subscribe online or call the Epoch Times at 917-905-2080 to subscribe by phone. That's 917-905-2080.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, back. Here we are. We're back with Strike Team from Savannah. It's always a pleasure to have Ed Griffin and Ray Rodriguez in the shop, in the studio. I'm trying to get your Strike Team patch on our live stream so I can show it. I'll get it done here before long.
No problem.
But
Okay.
all right, we're back. Jeff, go ahead.
No, we were just talking during break, and I just, if there's listeners out there, veterans specifically, maybe they're struggling with an issue or two, or sometimes we just need somebody to talk to or listen.
Absolutely.
Really listen
Yes,
to us.
absolutely. Yeah.
So somebody hearing our voices tonight, they need someone to talk to. How do they reach out to your organization? How does that process work? Can you walk us through that a little bit, please?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
I was
Ray,
gonna pawn
either
it off
one.
on
Yeah,
you.
go ahead.
So I know, I don't know the number off the top of my head.
It's on the business cards. Yeah.
So somebody has the card.
Oh,
there we go.
picture.
There you go. Sorry.
Yeah, we're
Because I remember Kenny talking a little bit about there's
Yeah.
a crisis line, right? And then
Yeah,
somebody
so
still trying.
you can go to the website, which is Strike Team for hold on, there it is. I need to get glasses and carry them around. Let's go to striketeam.org, and it's STRYKETEAM.org, and you can reach out there. You can also call our number. It does have a person that sits and will answer 99.9% of the time.
Okay.
That's 912-712-6661. You reach out to them and somebody will answer. Now, unlike some of the other organizations, we don't really care if it was an honorable, dishonorable, what have you.
Right.
And if it's for a spouse, that's fine too. Because a lot of it's like, oh, we only care about the veteran. It's, well, spouses, like, so Melinda Griffin, that's my wife. She's a 20-year veteran spouse.
Right.
So she's put up with me through everything from day one. Actually, I met her while I was in, and she's had some issues come up over time. She's getting help too. She actually had to stop and break down. Was like, yo, I need some help. And she got put on a little media blackout from the organization, and I passed it to everybody. Everybody was like, oh, is it? And I was like, she's fine.
Right.
She's just stressed out. She needs to take a break. She's in the queue to get somebody to talk to her and work on getting something done. So, we're okay with spouses and veterans of all walks of life on that one.
Well, that's good to know, especially like I said, sometimes people just need to breathe a little
Open
bit,
up,
let-
yeah.
open up.
Open up, yeah. Open
We
up.
all need it actually, but
yeah.
those veterans or spouses or
Mhm.
family members, maybe they've witnessed or experienced something traumatic, right? Whether it's combat or in this case,
Yeah.
maybe there's something else is going
Yeah.
on. They need someone to talk to. So they call that 912-712-6661. That's 24/7,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
365.
Yes.
We
Yes.
never close.
Yes.
Somebody wants to
That-
call.
that
Usually
actually-
later at night. Usually,
Yeah, it actually goes straight to my wife's phone.
Okay.
That's a separate number that's tied to hers. So
All right.
she would be the one to answer. She would be the one to get a hold of somebody else, or that could come out to you. Sit if you want to just sit
Yeah.
and yell, scream, and cry on the phone. She'll hang out and talk to you.
So
Um,
it takes a special person, Ed Ray. It's a servant's heart, right?
Yeah.
Not only have you served the
Right.
country,
Yeah.
or served in combat, but your brothers or sisters, our brothers or sisters in arms, and their family members. We just want to help them.
That's correct. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
for your organization, what you're doing is incredible.
Thank you.
And so the folks that are listening tonight, especially in this low country area, as you go and they said cross the river into Savannah, in the Savannah area, there's a lot of active as well as veterans right now that might be struggling with some issues as we speak.
Yeah.
And it's good to know that there are organizations like yourself out there helping them.
So far, we have had about eight,
Somewhere around
7 to 8
yeah.
veterans that we have taken care of, and they're doing great. We have also another organization partners with us
Okay.
that we refer them to them, and they take care. I mean, so far, like we said, one loss is too many.
much.
Too
Yeah,
much. One loss
too
is too
much.
many.
Yeah.
And we're trying to avoid that.
Yeah.
That's our main goal. Obviously, I hate to say this, we cannot save them all.
No.
I hate to say it, but it's a fact.
And also we've had a few people we've tried to help by giving them pretty much everything that they need, where literally they just had to click on stuff on their phone.
Yep.
And them not wanting to follow through with it. And it's like, look, you can't help somebody who doesn't want to help themselves.
Right.
And it's sad to say, but we don't have the authority to go drag you off into wherever, so that, and hold
Yep.
your hand to get, but we can give, we can take a horse to water. You can't make them drink.
That's right.
And we've had that happen a few times where, like, somebody like, hey, I need this. Like, okay, here's all you need. Everything's set up. All you have to do is fill out the stuff, send it in, they'll help you.
Okay.
And then we're like, hey, did you ever fill it out? Like, well, no. Can you do it? No, you need a copy of this paperwork. This is all an individual event, guys. You have to, the basic paperwork, like your 214 or, hey, you're struggling with X, Y, and Z. Well, you need a copy of X, Y, and Z. That's what's going on. And they're like, well, you didn't help me. No, we gave you the tools to help yourself.
Yeah, basically we do the logistics part. In other words, we got all the documents. You need to fill this out. Once you're done, you call me, I'll pick them up and I'll process it. That never happened.
Okay.
I mean, the tools are there to help veterans, but it's like Ed said, if you're not willing to help yourself, we can do so much. We just gonna take it grab it by the arm and take it outside. No, we try to help. And now all the veterans out there that are listening to the show tonight, we're here for you. I mean, like I said, you're not alone. We're here for you. Just give us a call. Numbers being put out there 24/7. We come to you. We call you. Whatever you want to do, we're here for you to help you out. And anything you need, we're here for you. So.
You heard Ray right there. Make sure anybody that hear our voices tonight, 912-712-6661. Their website, striketeam.org. I can speak tonight. Striketeam.org. And that's STRYKE team, striketeam.org to find out more information. What about, Ray, what if, people that are veterans or have served, maybe they want to help out. They just, want to financially support you, or maybe somebody that has an opportunity to give some of their time or their talent and their treasure.
Yeah, they can go to the webpage, striketeam.org. There's the application form. You fill it out. Will come to us. The board, we sit down every month. Then we vote for those folks that want to join us. I mean, they want to be an auxiliary, want to be a member, or want to donate. Everything is there. All the tools are on the website.
Yeah.
The phone is already out there. Give us a call. We kind of give you more guidance if it need be, but the application is there for you to fill it out.
Okay, beautiful.
And you have to attach your DD-214 so we can see what your service was.
Now, also, have the Social Security number blacked out because we don't need any of that. But we're also kind of like how the American Legion is, where if your parents serve, as long as you can provide proof, then you can become a full member. You don't have to be like a volunteer or something like that.
Gotcha.
Right.
I also have a friend of mine. He comes to all the events. He helps out with a lot of like brainstorming logistics. We're trying to plan on doing a real long distance poker run, but it's still kind of up in the air. We're still trying to work some stuff out, which you would actually fall under a completely different thing where it's actually covers several states. It's kind of a big thing we're trying to get the logistics on, but we're like, hey, do you want to, become a member of promote? He's like, nope, I don't want to be a part of the politics. I'll help out. I'll show up. Everything's fine, but I don't want to be a member. But I'll still show up. He's coming to the 22 and he goes to all the poker runs. He shows up to like, we have like the barbecue at the house when we have like a little get together with he'll show up, but he's like completely is like, I'm just a fly on the wall.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
I can relate. I can relate to him.
Like we have our own PowerPoint briefing that we give out folks out there. We're a family here.
Yeah.
I mean, once you're part of us, we're a family. That's what Ed says. Every quarter we have a barbecue.
Right.
All the family, all the members go there with the kids, grandkids, you name it, in their house.
Yeah,
So we have. We like to be with each other. Exchange ideas. We did a flag retirement ceremony last one.
Yeah, we retired some flags from some of them were ours, and some other people had came across them. We did the full, rights to it, full shebang. We actually it's on our Facebook, isn't it?
On Facebook,
we did everything on that.
Yes.
We also when we did our raffle, we had done that then too, and got a hold of the winners and stuff. So but yeah, we had everything from kids still in car seats that couldn't more or less toddle around to I got 18-year-old kids and they were there, and along with and everybody's just having a good old time, and nobody's getting stupid. And I had friends of mine that were in the area. They stopped by like, "Hey, what's going on?" I was like, "Hey, you want some burgers? You want a beer?" And they're like, "Sure."
That way. That's nice. That's nice. Did you guys work with any other? I know you mentioned with the Savannah Veterans Council.
Veterans Council.
I mean, aside from that, do you work with any other veterans organizations?
Actually, we've kind of have several that we're showing up with that help us out. We help them out, like Team Savannah.
Team Savannah for Veterans, Fight the War Within. We have this other one, Red, White, and Blue.
Oh,
yeah.
Red, White,
Out
and Blue.
of Buford, I know.
Out of Buford, yes.
Yeah, I remember.
We actually had a lady get in touch with. I don't remember the name of her organization. She's actually up by Columbia. She heard about us, got in contact with us. I wish I knew what the heck the name of it was off the top of my head. I really feel bad now. But she gets together like lending closets to help get veterans. He's got a little computer space so they can get signed up for job applications. Got a little lending closet so they can get clothes, get them a haircut. She actually will do like almost like headshots for them so that they can get stuff done with that and make sure they're all presentable and everything. And she actually does like pinups artwork stuff too, where she'll do like all the 40s pinup stuff.
Oh wow!
On top of and then that's how she kind of got wrapped into it. And her husband's a veteran also, but she called us out of the blue on like a Saturday, and we're like, "Who the heck is this?" And I got a voicemail. She called back and she's like, "Oh yeah, I came across you guys on Facebook or Instagram, I think it was," and was like, "Oh yeah, blah blah blah." I was like, "Oh hi, I have no idea what. Hold on, let me cyber stalk you real quick." She's like, "Oh okay, yeah." We sit and chatted for a minute.
Cyber stalking.
Yeah, well, I mean that's more or less what it is anymore.
You gotta shake
everybody
them down.
sticks everything on there now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You gotta shake them down.
Yeah.
But
have you ever heard of this organization called Wounded Spirits?
No.
It's a biblical approach to dealing with the effects of PTSD and depression, both veterans, first responders. Right. But it's absolutely free. It's centered up in Buford, like August 7th. Tomorrow they have a session covers anger and irritability. They have trained people that come in and discuss
free sessions too.
Free and confidential. They usually put a feed on. So that's something that you might want to pencil down. Wounded Spirits. I'm sure you know the boys up in Operation Patriots.
Yes, we've been there a couple times. Yes,
FOB. Well,
as a matter of fact, that's where we met you.
Yes,
we're there.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah. And
JR and Stephanie and the whole team out there, they're great people.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. They kind of, I'll use the quote love, but that camaraderie that we all have, all of us that have served and lost someone in combat or a family member. I think maybe it's your wife, it's El Martinez here. So women are more than twice as likely to suffer from PTSD as men. Family members of those with PTSD are deeply affected too and often develop PTSD. I don't know if it's your wife. I'm assuming Jesus offers hope, healing, and lasting help. These are comments on, and Kenny's got a couple comments here as well. I love Kenny. It was great having him in the studio last time.
Kenny is very entertaining.
He's a fireball.
Well, it was funny because I'm from Ohio originally. I was joking around. He's not the type of guy you want to, get.
He's very imposing looking, but he's like the nicest guy.
No, he's the type of guy you want on your team, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
no, we were joking around. I just connected with actually everybody here, and I guess that's what I wanted to commend you all for doing. There's no cost to any veteran or family member that calls in for this service, right? It's free.
It's free.
Anytime they want to call,
it's free.
That's what I would make sure that I stress is if you're struggling with something.
The only other real thing that we kind of have is if you put in for like assistance of some sort, it's more of a one-shot deal. So like if you need help, say moving, or you need help with this, we don't want it to become like we're giving people a handout. We're trying to give people a hand up.
And
that like when I moved originally from the apartment to a house down there in Savannah area, I was like, hey, I got a veteran in need. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, I need help moving. And a friend of mine brought his truck. We got an enclosed trailer and we had everybody show up and some other friends. And I mean,
get it done, right?
Yeah, we had it done like half a day.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah, make it happen.
So the mission happen.
And,
Yeah.
I mean, me and Ray went down and helped out Team Savannah for helping move a service member out. You know, he was in a bad way where he was so dealing with so much PTSD and anxiety, he couldn't even get out of his own way. We literally showed up, filled up 2 dumpsters of just debris around his house, cleaned everything out, got it into storage. And, he was like, man, the Chris from Team Savannah was like, man, you guys helped us out so much today. It's like, look, I mean, that's what we're here for. You guys help us, we help you, It's not trying to be like a scratch your back, scratch ours. It's like, look, we're all trying to help each other.
Yeah, sometimes we go down that road as men. I'm just speaking as a man myself, independent, strong. And then you start, that negative self-talk, start to self-medicate in any way that you choose to do, right? And then you realize that you're in a world of pain or hurt. And it's like, man, that's kind of getting too late, but you need someone to talk to. You need someone to just be there for you, right? You're not alone. You're not alone.
Slap you upside the head and be like, hey,
sometimes we need that too.
You're in a bad way,
right? We all do.
Yeah. You're back to zero.
I get you.
Get them zeroed up. Well, I'll tell you, you don't have to be in combat to get PTSD. Let me tell you that, right? You guys know that.
It can happen in any way.
Any shape. Like you made a very good point earlier, right, about the females in service. They have a special challenge. I call it that because it's a male-dominated sport in there in the military, and they enter. Well, a lot of times I've seen it with rose-colored glasses on, only to find out that there is some predatory behavior that can be, transferred onto them quite easily, especially with members that have rank.
Yeah.
But I mean, that doesn't happen to guys too much.
Well, and the thing though is it does happen. Actually, there's a lot of times where women will take advantage of a guy, and it's kind of like, well, how does that happen? It's like, well, it can, and even with guys take advantage of them in that respect too. And it's like, but it's a lot harder for a guy to be like, well, yeah, she did this to me. They're like, well, they didn't. That don't happen. It's like, no, actually, yeah, it can. And
right. Exactly.
We saw stuff like that happen here and there, and especially with the deployments getting longer more often.
Right.
It did go both ways with guys trying to do stuff to girls and girls doing stuff to guys.
Sure. I mean, I'll tell you, it even extends back when everybody's back home, and you start talking about domestic violence. You'd be surprised. I was anyway. I spent some time in law enforcement, going to a call and having the woman be the aggressor, and the guy is just trying to like, whoa, I don't know what she's up to, but she cracked me in the head with a frying pan. He came after me with this meat cleaver. I mean, I don't. You should get some anger issues.
I had a real good friend of mine when I was at Fort Campbell. He was fully trained on all the the close combat. I mean, he was an instructor level. Sure. He was a black belt in judo and all that stuff. And I think it was his girlfriend at the time, or what, I don't remember which way it went, but she was starting to beat on him. He's just trying to block stuff, not trying to do anything to her. Mm-hmm. He pulled out his phone. The first thing she did was snatch it out of his hand, shatter it against the wall. And so he actually ended up getting her phone away from her, called the cops. Cops showed up, and he's black and blue from her beating on him. And they had her in handcuffs, and they're like, all right, you need to come out here so we can do something. And he brushed against her. So then they put him in handcuffs. Like, nope, you both get a domestic violence charge. And he's like, I brushed her when I walked by. And it ended up putting him out of the Army because he was getting ready to go do selection and all that stuff to go be a Green Beret. And he was like, I'm done. He just got out.
That's heartbreaking now.
But it just happens.
Yeah, right.
And it's stupid, but
that's as easy as that can happen to people. So I mean, you guys are doing a great job. by making yourself available 24/7 on a non-paid basis. Folks, they're doing this out of, camaraderie, out of family, out of love for each other. So I definitely ask you to reach deep. Just write a check for $5-10. Send it to the strike team. Go to striketeam.org, and that's spelled STRYKE team.org. And just make a small donation. It'll mean
Give what
so
you
much,
can. Give
so
what you
much
can. Yeah.
to maybe helping someone break free of the demons that are holding them back, and cover them not only with cash but with prayer, because they certainly need it. They've spent their time in hell. It's time that we, hold them up as high as we can and bracket them up, because they mean so much to this country. It's unbelievable. And they ask nothing in return. Nothing.
I mean, even if somebody doesn't want to come down to one of the events that we're doing, or come to basically anything down there, we're always out. You catch one of us, just come talk to us. And, if you want to see what you think about it or just ask questions, we are more than happy to help. And if we don't know, or if we don't know an answer to said question, we know somebody who does.
There you go.
And we can get somebody, because I'll be the first to admit, I can't keep track of none of this stuff. I work full time and then some.
Yeah.
And my wife's usually she's like, hey, this is what we're doing this weekend. Oh, yes, dear. Because I can't keep track of it all, and my memory is gone. And then, so we're always doing stuff. Like I said, we have the 22 minutes on August 22nd. We're going to be doing that.
Let's talk about each one of these things in enough detail that people will get interested about it. The first thing that's happening is on August 22nd.
Yes.
Right. Yes.
And that is a ride, or is that a gathering?
It's it's actually both. We're going to be doing a ride from the Jacob Grant Community Center in Richmond Hill, Georgia. And then we'll be leaving about 5:30 p.m. and we're heading to Glenville Veteran Cemetery in Glenville, Georgia. We're doing 22 minutes of silence so we'll be showing up, give everybody a chance to stretch their legs from the ride down there. It's a little over an hour. And we're going to do a little prayer, have a little speech, and then we're going to just spend 22 minutes, phone silent, people silent, unless somebody hits the ground for some reason, nobody's saying a word.
Yeah.
And last year when we did this, it was the longest 22 minutes. You're like, how is this so hard to do? And people just reflect on the names on the gravestones there. If you know somebody there, pay your respects to yourself or buddies that we've all had that have fallen. Mm-hmm. Once we get done, we're going to have another little more or less a little speech to it. Nothing, not hours long or nothing like that, just a few minutes. We're all going to get back together, and we're going to come back up to 660s VFW off of 17 there. And we're going to have some food, drinks. We're going to have some music. There's going to be some raffles, things like that. So you'll be able to come out, hang out. We do know it's a Sunday. We're all aware of it, but it was the easiest day to get everything going. Plus 22nd of August for 22 minutes. Yeah. Everything just worked out this year.
Yep.
We're going to make this an annual event. So people will be able to, come out every year and do this. If they become a member of our organization, it's going to be a mandatory event.
Okay.
And, that way people can have, if you get caught up in some feelings or you want to talk to somebody, we got people there. Everybody's in the same boat. So, we can sit down, cry, drink, whatever, get whatever you want to do to get something off your chest. We'll be there.
Okay. On the 28th, what happens? And we get is this the Chatham County Veterans Council poker run?
Oh,
that will be sponsored by 660.
Yeah, 660 is putting that on. And I know we're probably going to be attending.
Okay. But you're not driving it.
No, we're not. We're not like a driving force to that one. They're putting that out, but we we've partnered up with them because they are our local VFW. There is one in Richmond Hill. There's another one that's starting up that's still a brand new post. But we're just trying to get the word out for them, help get some attendance. And it's just trying to spread some of the love because, like I said, they partnered up with us, and they have a large group there and they're also trying to build up trying to get some new funds to get some of the building back up, and it had kind of fallen in some disrepair.
Sure.
And they have the riders there have done a heck of a job turning a place around, from getting handicap ramps redone to getting new stuff for the grill, for their canteen, for their food service there. They're actually doing a lunch now there. They got good food there now. It's not, some of it was kind of sketchy before in the past, but now it's like, no, it's up code. Everything's good. And usually their biggest problem they have now is they run out of food because they have so many people stopping by there trying to get stuff.
Oh, that's a good problem.
That's one of those problems you welcome.
Okay, Eddie, what else is what's next?
So we also have our memorial that we're doing for parking lot dedication for PFC Kyle Bowersox. It'll be on the September 4th. It's going to be at the Savannah Harley Davidson. We're doing a parking lot dedication. We're going to have the family there. They're local to the Savannah area. They're also members of our organization, so a Gold Star family. We're doing a ride there to more or less escort them to do the dedication. I know his dad is trying to get his bike finished up because he's going to be, if I remember right, he's supposed to be riding.
It's going to be riding it. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's getting painted right at the moment.
Oh, right on.
The bike that shows in the fire itself.
Yeah. Okay.
It's almost done. He's going to be riding it that day.
Wonderful.
But he, we're also going to be doing that. In the future, we'll be doing Gold Star dedications, White Star dedications, which is for service members who fell for suicide. We've also had interest in doing some memorial for like VFW 660 had talked to us when we were telling them about, showing them about, they wanted to do some of their members who had passed away recently with the whole COVID thing and stuff that had been members for an exceedingly long time, who'd been there, doing that forever.
Right.
They kind of wanted to set up some spots there. Basically, as long as we can get in touch with either friends, family, or what have you, so we can do the interview. I know people have seen the signs in the Savannah area for the remembrance signs, where you walk up, you take your phone, it'll pull up a little QR code, and they're able to see like a little thing. Well, ours are going to be a little different. My wife went and actually interviewed the family, edited the video, and when she got done doing everything, she was like, I feel like I grew up with him. Like I knew everything about him from day one. I mean, they covered everything from him growing up to him having to eat 3-4 times a day, trying to put on weight because he was underweight to get into the Marines, and then everything up to the accident and everything else from there. So with ours, it's going to be, when you use that, it'll actually be a video. So you actually can sit and watch the whole video. It's a YouTube link to it, so you can actually go on there and kind of feel like you've actually met the service member, as opposed to just seeing the little bio page.
Nice.
Right.
Which, I mean, sometimes that's all you got, but we want to try to make it because like you hear, well, when you die and people who knew you forget about you, now you're truly dead. But as long as somebody can remember you, then you live forever.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the whole purpose of this, is to make sure that there's always somebody to be able to remember that service member.
That's a warrior's ethos. So, well, listen, guys, thanks for being with us tonight.
Yeah,
It's been a huge pleasure. I loved having you. And like I said, don't be a stranger.
No.
And don't be surprised if we show up at this September 4th gig I don't know. I might surprise you with
Be an honor having you folks here. It sure is. And thank you for the invite. I appreciate being here with you.
It's
Well,
a
you
pleasure.
tonight.
And one side thing, though, that this is from doing the veterans counseling. We are doing a veterans parade down there this year. We're going to also be in it. So don't forget, if you guys don't have one up here in this side of the river, we're going to have one down there.
Nice.
It's going to be close to the same route that they usually do down there, but one of the streets is actually close. They had to shift it a little bit, but
Good.
we're trying to get everything full swing. So as of right now, it is going on, but with the way everything's going,
Do you have a date or anything like that?
I believe it is actually going to be on
Veterans Day in November.
Veterans Day, 11 November.
Yeah. Just keep an eye and an ear out.
I will.
It'll show up. But as of the last time we had a meeting Monday.
Monday.
Yeah. It was still a go. They're still trying to drum up support to get people to put in ads and stuff like that so they can become
All right.
for it
Awesome.
and everything else.
We'll keep an eye out, definitely. And you guys take care of yourselves for sure. And, keep on keeping on. I mean, it's a great work that you do.
Thank you.
Great service that you provide. God bless you all over there. I'm telling you, you're in our prayers. And like I said, if there's anything we can do as an operation,
Appreciate
there,
that.
Thank you.
use us, even if it's for a shout out or if you need something. We're getting pretty well connected on this side of the river. So
Sure.
if we can do something, please call on us.
Sure will. Remember, veterans, you're not alone.
That's right. You tell them, Ray. Ray Rodriguez and Ed Griffin, thanks so much from Strike Team.
Thank you.
Over in Savannah. Absolutely. StrikeTeam.org, folks. It's an organization well worth donating to. We'll be right back. You've been listening to Talk One Radio.
Attention active military, exiting military, veterans, police, firefighters, and EMTs. Do you have a business idea but need a little help getting it off the ground? Well, the Don Ryan Center for Innovation in Bluffton can help. Their Heroes program provides experienced guidance from mentors and business professionals to help launch and grow your business. Contact Brad Barnett, Heroes Program Director, at 843-540-7039 or visit their website at donryancenter.com.
Vineyard Assisted Living is a nurturing community with customized care, programming, and amenities that aim to engage and inspire. At Vineyard, we don't just care for you, we care about you, which is why we personalize our programming and care levels to each resident's passions and needs, stimulating mind, body, and soul. Find out more about how you or your loved one can thrive at Vineyard. Email info@vineyardbluffton.com or call 843-612-0700.
Looking for a barbershop with a traditional feel? Well, look no further. Joe's Classic Cuts Barbershop is the Low Country's place to receive a top quality haircut or straight razor shave. You'll enjoy a family environment where everyone is welcomed and the refreshments are on the house. Joe's is located at 23 Johnston Way in Bluffton and open 7 days a week. For old school service and quality, makes Joe's Classic Cuts Barbershop your go-to place for the finest haircut and shave in the Low Country. Call 843-757-5637 or visit www.joesclassiccuts.com today for your next appointment.
No time for fitness? Unsure of what to do when you walk into the gym? The eFit Club uses eGym and Matrix technology combined with personal training to easily guide you through your workout. It's the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to improve your health. The eFit Club is suitable for all adults, and our members are reporting amazing results. The eFit Club is located in Bluffton at the Belfair Town Village Shopping Center. Mention Alan or Roman of Talk One Radio, and you'll receive a special discounted membership. It's your time to get fit. Change your fitness, change your life.
The Epoch Times is dedicated to truthful reporting, free from any influence of government, corporation, or political party. Now, radio listeners can receive an introductory 1-month subscription to the Epoch Times weekly newspaper, as well as unlimited access to its website, all for $1. Visit readepoch.com to subscribe online or call the Epoch Times at 917-905-2080 to subscribe by phone. That's 917-905-2080.
Vineyard Memory Care Community assists those with memory loss to thrive through wellness-enhanced programs promoting independence and mobility while receiving the care and support they need. At Vineyard, we don't just care for you, we care about you and enhance the quality of life for individuals with dementia while providing their loved ones peace of mind. Find out more about how your loved one can thrive at Vineyard. Email info@vineyardbluffton.com. Call today, 843-612-0700.
The Epoch Times is dedicated to truthful reporting, free from any influence of government, corporation, or political party. Now, radio listeners can receive an introductory 1-month subscription to the Epoch Times weekly newspaper, as well as unlimited access to its website, all for $1. Visit readepoch.com to subscribe online or call the Epoch Times at 917-905-2080 to subscribe by phone. That's 917-905-2080.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we're back. I see I got the Epoch Times in there twice. Sorry, folks. I didn't need to listen to that twice, but
Oh, you never know.
you never know. That's a great paper. Please check it out. It's about right down the middle. It's not like horse to one side or the other. It's a good newspaper. All right, I got to do these reads. EFIT Club, Fitness Connected, change your fitness, change your life. Classes over at the EFIT Club all day long. Training, e-gym, cardio work, Belfair Town Village. Call Jay at 843-707-9771. Change your fitness, change your life. Okay, let me see. Who else do I need? Palmetto Buff. He's on Facebook, folks. My man Brian, mobile detailing, best in the low country as far as I'm concerned. You can just go to his Facebook page and look at the work he's done. He'll be doing my car pretty soon once again. He does it all. He comes right to you. Let the pro come to you and give you a car that looks like it just rolled off the assembly line. It's beautiful. You can call Brian at 843-949-8708. The Vineyard Assisted Living and Memory Care, of course, 25 Cassidy Drive. They're offering a half-off community fee if you mention Talk One Radio. Give them a call, 843-258-4207. I'm making this announcement. It's a little early, but I want to start hammering it into you. Don Ryan Center for Innovation announcement on 9/11. They're having a ceremony at the Veterans Square out there next to Candler, right across the street from the hub, where the new, over by the cop shop there, where the new culinary school is going in. September's 11th and Saturday. It's the 20th anniversary of 9/11. It's a deep, dark time in our history, folks. DRCI invites you to join with us in this National Day of Remembrance, beginning at 10 a.m. at the Veterans Memorial at Buckwalter Park Place. So make sure you put that on your calendar. It's going to be a beautiful ceremony, I'm sure. Well, special thanks to our friends at the Strike Team. That's strketeam.org. Please donate a couple shekels their way, please.
STRY.
STRY. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. I thought I heard I.
Yeah.
Strike Team. Yep. Great having both Ed and Ray in here tonight. It really was. And just a reminder, especially here in the Low Country, folks, you probably know a veteran or are a veteran, right? Or a family member, a friend. Right. It was a great discussion. It's good to have them here, and they're always welcome. So thank you for joining us, Ed.
Very engaging, full of information. And look, they're not some like high polished apple, one of these slick deals. These people are the salt of the earth.
Yeah.
I mean, these are the hoe and shovel types that get right down and dirty and get things done.
The type of people that, they not only get things done, but it's like, hey, nobody else, I'm going to step forward and help out.
Yeah.
That's what Ray was just talking about.
Right. We're doing this.
Yeah, we're going to get it done. We started this organization and we're helping people. That's what this great nation is about.
And
folks.
just like Ray Rodriguez said, veterans, you're not alone. If you're troubling right now, if you got something on your mind right now that's not healthy, give them a call, 912-712-6661. Somebody will pick up the phone and be able to talk to you.
Yep.
Reaching out, reach back out. Come on, reach out. Save your life, save your family some anguish. You're worth it. You're worth it. So.
Yeah. Wow. 15 minutes left in the broadcast.
That's
man.
it. We got 15
Finish this
left.
Friday, and then you're going to be out of
Yeah,
town.
I'm going to be out of pocket next week. I'll be back next Friday, of course.
You can leave Zapper with the con?
Yeah, you're number one.
Wow.
I'm going to take the con, number one. You and Brad Storm will have this place upside down, I'm sure. I'll be listening very closely.
We won't be taking your calls at 843-800-1492. We'll be taking your chats via Facebook. Yeah, that's about it.
It'll be like a Mad Hatter reunion here.
It'll be fun. No, hope you and the wife have a great trip. And
you'll
be back next Friday, though, right?
Yeah, next Friday we'll be back. We're cutting it a little short. We could have stayed, and then came back Saturday, but
yeah, well,
the life of a pro softball player.
If you change your mind,
yeah, that's fine. I think we're all set. It's like 5.5 hours down there.
Yeah, it's not a long drive at all. Right?
No,
so
it's we'll stop once and have a
good. We'll enjoy that.
Maybe I'll have a donut. I don't know. Maybe I'm on carb cycling.
Change your fitness.
I can't. Believe me, I can't. I've been 2 months into it now.
Good for you. You're doing great, man.
As hard as he pounds me,
yeah,
I'm not going to give it up just to eat a stupid donut. I'll tell you.
The older we get, the harder it is to take it off once you put it on, right?
Tell me about it.
I had a piece of chocolate cake tonight. Joey had that 18th birthday on Wednesday, so I was like,
you didn't bring any in for me. Thank you.
There's plenty I should have. But
I would have ate it though.
I had a small sliver, but I put ice cream on it, vanilla, just a couple of scoops. Man, it tasted good. But not that I'm trying to tempt you. I'm just saying, I was out in the garage though today. My wife wanted me to clean up the garage. It was sweltering out there today because the garage, it just gets a little bit of airflow, but not much, man. Yeah, my daughter walks out and I'm getting all the stuff ready to take to the dump, the recycle or whatever. She's like, Dad,
sweating.
I took a selfie. I was like, oh, wow. My hair was all matted back, like slicked back, and my shirt was soaking wet, and I had wet behind, and there was dripping sweat down to my ankles, man. It was crazy. I lost like 3 pounds.
Yeah, I do that just walking to the refrigerator. What you just described.
Yeah. No, but you keep doing what you're doing, brother, man. You're looking good. And
we'll just
it's state of mind,
mentally, snakes, physically. Man, it's all.
We're all wrestling, and that's the thing. What we were just talking about tonight. We're all challenged with something, man.
Right.
We got the mask on,
Yeah.
Sometimes we let our close friends or family or wife or spouse in.
Sure.
But we're all trying to fake it to a certain degree, right? We have these masks. Sometimes we're just trying to hide because we don't want people to think differently of us or whatever it is, whatever you're challenged with. It could be a certain appetite, relationship, substance, or whatever. And that's why it's good to know that there are organizations like Strike Team or OpFob, right? Or Wounded Spirits. Listen, there are resources here locally that are free for you. So people that love you, people that are going to accept you for who you are, you can take that mask off.
Right. And they're freely handing out God's love through their work. So you can't get any better than that. There's no hidden meaning here. Yeah. There's no nefarious, excuse me. There's nothing nefarious going on where they're trying to get you to do something They're just giving you the love, man.
Yeah, they're sharing the love, like Lucinda said earlier. And I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the last name. If I would have Rodriguez versus Martinez, Lucinda, I apologize for that. But she was saying, hey, it's Jesus love. I mean, you can only love once you've been loved, and then only to the degree with which you've been loved. So those of us that have been changed by his love, we try to reciprocate that and love others. And that's what this is all about.
That's what this whole radio station's about, folks. And in case you didn't really pick up on that.
And some humor.
Yep. And it's
rants.
exciting. I mean, look, it's exciting that, the good Lord's allowed me to do this.
Yeah.
And this was just a dream of mine that I've been just carrying around in my pocket. And once it started growing a little leaves on the tree branch, and started taking off. And then he put people in front of me. He put Jeff in that seat. Things have
Max Headroom.
Yeah, everybody needs one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just it's unbelievable when you just turn your life over to someone that loves you unconditionally. I mean, you still have to put the work in. There's no doubt. You have to stay in the word, and you have to repent from your ways. If you're doing stuff that and deep in your heart that you're not supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Don't expect a bushel full of grace. You got to put in the work, man. It's and it's not that hard.
No, it's not. And that's the thing. It's not like condemnation where he's going to crack you over the back with a whip or something,
or make something happen in your life negatively.
There's something to be said about discipline, and that's why we discipline our kids. If you love them, and the same thing with the Heavenly Father, He disciplines us because sometimes we need it. I know I need a good swift kick in the behind sometimes.
Yeah, when you get told no, sometimes it's not an easy no to take.
Yeah,
but if you just reflect momentarily on it and just thank the good Lord for giving you the no, because they might be saving you heartache in the long run.
Yeah.
You may be shutting the door on someone that was getting ready to hurt you, or He might be changing your mind from doing something really radical to yourself or your family.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the no might be a blessing.
Might be a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a blessing. Yeah. So if you always look at it like that, and trust me, this is how I looked at not getting selected when I spent 30 some years in the FAA.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people that, I just said, well, the coach doesn't need me at this time.
Right.
That manager didn't need my experience at that time or my personality. I mean, I was always technically pretty savvy, but, sometimes it's not in the mix. And, if I got passed over, I got passed over. It's just not my time, not ready yet.
And sometimes you need a little time and space to look back and say, okay, I see how it was working.
Exactly. And then it always turns out for the best. I'll give you a quick example. It's a quick war story for you. I got selected to work with Customs DEA and another couple alphabet organizations down in Florida. And guess where it was? It was in Homestead Air Force Base. I was going to be the guy for the FAA to work with Customs and those
Homestead,
and those people doing all kinds of crazy cool stuff. All right. There's a little delay in getting my move paid for by the government, which is I'm like, well, that's okay. I'm sitting up here in Akron. I'm got a beautiful big house. My kids love the schools. I got a bunch of good aviation buddies around me. I can wait. It's no big deal. Here comes Hurricane
Andrew.
Category 5. Wipes out Homestead Air Force Base.
Yeah, pretty much all of Southern Florida.
Wipes out the customs building where I was supposed to be working. I could have been down there. If they would have had the money to move me at that moment, I would have been down. My family would have been right
in the heart
of the boomer. So the good Lord, through His divine wisdom and intercession, man, He saved my behind, and I'll always be indebted for that. That was not an accident, no question in my mind.
No,
it was awesome. I mean, and then they ended up consolidating the job to. They named the facility. It's out in the west, but it covers both coasts in the Caribbean and the Gulf. But I mean, and it's in a nice place out west, but it's C3IE. That's where I should have been working. Now it's at C3IW West. So that's my short story. That's how the Lord worked in my life in just one occasion.
Yeah,
just one occasion.
One small little sliver, strand.
He just said, just sit tight, young man. I'm going to keep you out of harm's way.
Yeah.
There's no way. I mean, do you think I don't think those things happen by coincidence.
No, they don't. They certainly don't.
My life is being run by someone that loves me dearly, gave his life for me.
Yeah.
I mean, so the next time you think about getting involved in something that's, way outside of the norms of what's in the Bible, you want to commit some type of sin, think about how much you're hurting the person that gave his own life for you. I mean, I don't know. God gave his only son so that we wouldn't have to, so we could have eternal life. Unbelievable to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I am amazed and in awe every day. Every morning I read the Bible and, take my vitamins and say my prayers because, God knows what's best for us, folks.
That's right.
It's an absolute pleasure to be, serving him. I mean, it's all him. All these Olympic athletes, they know because they've worked hard enough. Because I'm telling you, your mind gives up before your body does.
Yeah.
And he puts the spirit on you, boy. Off you go.
That's what my wrestling coach, I don't know if I had said this to you before, his famous quote, "The mind quits before the body's."
That's a fact.
And it
that
does.
Is a fact.
You give up most of the time before physically you ever give up. And so,
right.
But it's been a great night with you, and I'm happy you guys are getting.
What's going on for the weekend for you? Just
and I don't know. I just feel like it's been a whirlwind. Really, came back from vacation. This week has been just nonstop busy. I'm going to relax a little bit tonight. I'm really looking forward to getting a chance to chill out and catch up on a few things around the house.
Nice.
Man. Yeah. And then Brad Storm and I will be here Monday from 7 to 9 p.m. and Wednesday as well.
Right.
I don't know if we have any guests, but we'll be having fun. So thank you all to our listeners tonight for joining us, for Strike Team for being here. We certainly appreciate our audience, and it continues to grow. We thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, folks, it's the weekend. It's going to be halfway decent. Take your time. Don't drink and drive. Save a life. Don't text and drive. Save a life. Give a nod and a wave to the local law enforcement guy or girl that drives by, or you pick up the tab if they're grabbing lunch at one of these fast food joints. Just go up and pick up their tab. Don't say anything. Just do it.
Yeah.
And first responders, firefighters, EMTs, paramedics, we love you. And we wish you nothing but safety and God's strength to move through life and save a life. So to all our listeners, be kind to each other. We'll be back. I'll be at a dude ranch with my cowboy hat. I might check in. I don't know, maybe. And I'm going to turn it over to number one, Jeff Zapp and Brad Ledoux. Brad, also known as Brad Storm, Monday and Wednesday. So enjoy and take care of yourself. We'll see you again.
And I'll see you on Monday.
You bet.
Have a great
As the day sets on another slice of heaven, we hope you've enjoyed the show. We look forward to you joining us again on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. live. We're never far away. Just call 843-800-1492 during the show and visit our website at www.talkoneradio.com to share your comments. We'll be back sooner than you know, so tell your friends and family to find their voice on the Low Country's finest talk radio show, Talk One Radio.